house that I'm on his way. Back to the same. What you're about to hear is a conversation between God and a dying Christian. Firstly, the dying Christian himself. He says, I learned that the average lifespan of a star is between 50 million to 20 billion years. I learned that once a star reaches the end of its existence, it explodes into a chaotic clatter of colors. Scientists call this a supernova. I call it a beautiful beast. A desperate attempt to say, notice me, I'm dying. I thought, what a perfectly articulated way to describe what I call myself these days, the dying Christian. That's what I refer to myself in hopes of getting God's attention, because God, can't you see that I'm dying? Can't you see that my smile looks more like a scar instead of an expression? Can't you hear the help me's that escape every time I take a breath? I don't doubt that you're a savior. I just doubt that you would bother saving me from myself over and over and over again. This might sound ridiculous, but God, have I finally exhausted your patience? Is this shame? This feeling in my stomach, is it pride? Am I defeated or just conceited enough for my mind to conceive the thoughts that there are sins that the blood of Christ can't cleanse, and that there are sinners that the living water that poured out of Jesus' side can't sanctify? Am I depressed or just drunk from the delusion of my feelings that the storm assaulting my soul won't subside? Because God, you continue to remain silent. I remember the disciples. They had Jesus in their boat. I have Jesus in these bones, and yet I'm so scared. They asked him, Teacher, do you not care that we perish? Preachers often speak about Peter, whose faith, even though little, did not allow his feet to sink to the bottom of the ocean until he reached the hand of Jesus. But I found my attention directed to the rest of the disciples left behind, because they left their faith behind. God, am I too far for your hand to reach me? I'm not questioning that you have all the answers, it's just that I'm drowning in too many questions and not enough answers. I'm constantly anxious. I'm terrified that my prayers sound more like suicide letters. That one of these days I might just use a rope to connect my neck to the ceiling. God, do you not see me? Did you not notice that I am the one missing from the 99? So how come you haven't come to find me? My son, how could you call yourself a dying Christian when I, your Father in heaven, am resurrection perfected, revealed in Jesus Christ, so that you could have life and have it eternally? Return to me, foolish child, and I will bind your bleeding heart. Return to me, prodigal son, and I will adorn you with a ring that will remind you that not even death will do us part. It will remind you that death is not the end, only a step in the direction of the destination of our reunion. The world does not love you, and it has taught you to not love yourself too. You look in the mirror and see a man defeated, a failure whose hope has fleeted. You are searching for comfort in the company of lost souls, unaware that these familiar strangers, instead of fulfilling you, leave more parts of you missing. They turn you into a puzzle that gives away pieces of itself in exchange for pieces of all that is worldly, and that is why you will never be complete. You are stuck between becoming two reflections, but don't you dare forget the one that you are made in. I am the vine that you prayed for, a jealous God. You belong to me. My son, you are not dying. You are just deceived in your disobedience. You no longer have to bleed, because your life was bought by blood far valuable than gold, an exchange that took place on a hill. My righteousness spilled for your sake on a wooden cross 1,000 years ago. My son, stop treating yourself like a broken pencil when you are a pen whose ink is the eternal breath of the one who spoke everything into existence. Wow. The hand that constantly seeks to redeem you from the depths of sin. Because not even the clasps of death could conquer him. Your poems are not tools to glorify your grief. They are not altars to exalt your anxiety. They are not winds perpetuating you into the depths of your own pain. Did I not tell you to pray without ceasing so that you will not become prey for the devil who is hunting for anyone to devour? So remember what was said in James 5 verse 13. When afflicted, fill those pages with praises to Jesus Christ, the one who promised you peace that surpasses all understanding.